Welcome to LAURELD of Chicago, Illinois, nonprofit home video and artworks creations. In this particular video, we will be looking at new archaeological and theological land surface data of Mars, 3 craters in a row, as seen from an orbital position above the red planet. We now have the 3 craters in a row, high resolution. As we blow up the first crater and enlarge that area, we see a stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure that's currently located in modern Lalibela, back here on Earth. Well, why is this stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure upon the red planet? Does it have something to do with the dome of the rock structure in its 6 o'clock roof area? Okay, as we go down, we got 1, 2, 3. We see 1, 2, 3 Martian craters in a row. Each crater has ARAMAIC text and planetary orbital positions. Now, as we go down and see that the GIZA Sphinx, Lion of the tribe of Judah, of the book of Genesis, 49 chapter and 8 verse, thou cast down as a lion, as an old lion reference. It points to Mars because there's no other archaeological biblical structures on Mars except the stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure in Lalibela and the dome of the rock structures. Well, when we say thou art going up, we talk about like Prophet Elijah was caught up in the above the clouds in the glowing circle of wood in the wood like U.F.O. So as we look at the area of the 3 Martian craters, we see the elongated headed silhouettes outlining each crater. The elongated headed Old Testament will in the world like U.F.O. alien creators of man. There's 3 craters aligned just like the 3 Egyptian pyramids if you ever view them from a helicopter. So it would make sense that each crater Elohim face is attributed to the 3 Giza pyramids, 3 craters and 3 Giza pyramids. But when we go down to the 3rd crater of Mars aerial view, 3 craters in a row, what we see is an African atom. Now in the book of Genesis 2:7, there was 2 creations. The normal shaped-headed Adam in Genesis 2:7, such as you and me and the rest of the world have normal shaped heads. And then we have the first elongated headed African Adamic race of Genesis 1:26. They are the oldest Africans on Earth and the first Africans on Mars. So as we look at the crater 3 upper surface, we see a black African atom face. Just like if you walk in the bedroom and see a person sleeping with their head facing up toward the ceiling. Okay, this is the African atom face in crater 3. Now, to the right of Mars, 3 craters in a row, 3rd crater, we see a GIZA Sphinx 3. Not a barely discernible image. This is a real African children of Ham, which started the ancient Babylonian civilization, the first cities in the Old Testament of the King James Bible. The first cities in the Bible are the African continent civilization of Ham that has a stone Babylonian 6-point star with a central sun, as Zechariah Sitchin pointed out in the 12th planet. Well, if we see that there's a GIZA Sphinx next to African atom face, 3rd crater, then we go up above the GIZA Sphinx 3 and we see a land surface 6-point star. You say, what? That's right. That's a huge land surface 6-point star. You said, what? That's right. This is the greatest archaeological and theological discoveries of all time, made by LAURELD of Chicago, Illinois. I call it 6-point star 2. So as we reconnect the ancient dome of the rock structures that we see in Mars aerial view 1, 2, 3 craters in a row, that's the 1st crater now. We see a stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure. Now if you look at it, it looks like a big T in the 3rd crater. Okay, but if you look sideways, it looks like a big X. Now let's go back to the dome of the rock back here on Earth. Front wall, where we see an octagonal building structure that has a golden dome, and then we see the roof that supports the golden dome has bricked up windows, okay, with stealth pyramid E images. Now you go back to Lalibela and Arab view the stone cross-shaped building structure in Ethiopia. We see a stone cross-shaped building structure with a stealth pyramid concrete base. So this is pointing out the origin of the Dome of the Rock as it connects to Mars' first crater, the stone Ethiopian cross, and the stealth pyramid E geometric design. Just like if you start 5 blocks on top of one another on the left and right side, that they form a step that you walk upon. That's the image in which it appears upon the roof of the Dome of the Rock. Now let's go down to the entrance of the door of the octagonal building structure in Jerusalem, called the Dome of the Rock. If we go to the canopy over the entrance, then we see to the right of the canopy there's another stone window. In this window is particular geometry that connects Ethiopia's stone cross-shaped building structure in Lalibela to the Dome of the Rock structure on Mars in the first crater in the row. Now what we see next to the entrance door is a rectangular window of the Dome of the Rock, and it has dual stone X's, one white stone X above the other. Only when we draw 2 stone white X's on a blank sheet of paper. Now one white X would be the thickness of your little pinky finger, and then draw the other stone white X below it. Now what we're going to do is draw a straight line down from the corners of the first stone white X to the corners of the lower stone white X. We're going to do it on all 4 of the stone X crosses sides. And look, stand back and look. You say, oh my God, that's a stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure in the form of dual stone white X's, which appears in the Dome of the Rock entrance door. Now let's go back to Mars. As we see the first crater, as we are in orbit looking down, these are huge crater surfaces. We see a stone black Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure. Now what's amazing about this is that it appears in the Dome of the Rock entrance door. Right of the entrance door, we see a rectangular window frame with dual stone white X's. Are they pointing us back to the first stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure we now see on the Martian surface in the area of the first Martian crater? Now as we look at this, we're going to say, what is that white octagonal building structure on the Ethiopian Martian stone cross-shaped building structure roof? That's the Dome of the Rock. You said, what? Yeah, that's it. Somebody been lying to us in archaeology, in astronomy, and in theology. Why would dual stone X's appear on the Dome of the Rock entrance door, right wall area, as dual stone white X's? And why would the octagonal building structure, the holy building in the Bible, that has octagonal walls and a golden dome, why would this same Dome of the Rock holy building appear on Mars at the roof of the first crater stone Ethiopian cross-shaped building structure area? So this takes the cake as to the origin of ancient Judaism, as we see the African continent civilization of Ham completely is connected to the Marsh, Cairo, Egypt. In that day, Isaiah 19:19, scriptural reference in the King James Bible says, there should be an altar to the Lord and the pillar at the border thereof. These are the 3 Giza pyramids, with points when you air view them from a helicopter. We see 1, 2, 3. Now go back to Mars, and we're going to see 1, 2, 3 craters. You say, what? So the aliens of the pyramids, their faces appear as surrounding the 1, 2, 3 craters. Each crater has an alien Elohim face. I call them ABC, or 1, 2, 3 alien faces. So when we go back to the 6-point star, above the Sphinx 3 face, we see that it has a central circle. And that central circle has a big golden dome, a big dome in the center, and smaller circles surrounding the rim. So if you cut that circle out of the Martian land surface 6-point star next to the 3 craters in a row and throw it up in the air like a frisbee. Cut the circle out, Martian land surface 6-point star, throw it up in the air like a frisbee. Now look at it. You said, my God, that's a UFO. Well, what kind? Now I'm going to show you the 2011 Jerusalem UFO that shocked many Christians around the world as this circular UFO with a bright dome light underneath and 3 smaller circles around the tip. So I put the 2011 Martian UFO that appeared in Old Jerusalem next to Martian land surface, huge 6-point star, central circle. And guess what? They match. So the ELOHIM that was in that UFO that appeared in 2011 over the Jerusalem Dome of the Rock is connected to the 3 fingers and 1 thumb, big black oval-shaped eye, aliens that have no penis between their legs or no vagina. These aliens cannot be called a man. Okay, but they are connected to the 1, 2, 3 Giza pyramids, and these aliens are now connected to the creation of Mars Crater 3, African Island. So now we have finally connected Martian land surface, archaeological Giza Sphinx 3, and Babylonian, the oldest 6-point star in the Bible is the African continent civilization of Ham, stone Babylonian 6-point star. And so in the stone Babylonian 6-point star, we see a central sun. We go back to planet Mars, we see a stone 6-point star next over the Giza Sphinx lying in the tribe of Judah that was denied back here on earth in the King James Bible by theological based racists, Europeans. So the European Gentile nation that took over Africa, conquered Egypt, lied about Libya and Judea and Jerusalem, has now come full circle as is exposed by the Rel Smith Martian land surface ruins. and astronomical data of LAURELD of Chicago, Illinois. Videos can now be seen as I upload them online on YouTube. This particular video is no strings attached. Take off the boxing gloves and you go into the truth ring of astronomy, and then start to throwing the truth images out to the public.